Imagine if the most overpowered villain in anime history, Ryomen Sukuna, wasn't as unbeatable as we thought. In his explosive 2025 Q&A at the Jujutsu Kaisen exhibition, Gege Akutami dropped bombshells that confirmed 5 crazy fan theories about Sukuna. From hidden inspirations to fight-changing twists, these reveals will blow your mind and make you rewatch the entire series. Let's dive in. First, let's set the stage. The Jujutsu Kaisen exhibition in Osaka on April 19, 2025 was a landmark event. Fans gathered and Gege himself appeared to answer burning questions. Among them, theories about Sukuna that had circulated for years. These weren't just guesses, they were wild ideas that reshaped how we see the King of Curses. Each confirmation came with evidence from the manga, context from Gege, and reactions that flooded social media. Ready? Let's start with number 5. Fans theorized Sukuna wasn't just a parasite in Yuji, but a twisted partner like Kurama in Naruto. This theory gained traction during the Culling Game arc, where Sukuna's control over Yuji became almost collaborative, especially in Chapter 212 when he uses Yuji's body to unleash Dismantle on multiple opponents. The synergy was evident, Sukuna's cursed energy amplified by Yuji's resilience. But was it just a one-way street? In his 2025 Q&A at the Jujutsu Kaisen exhibition, Gege Akutami confirmed this symbiotic relationship, drawing a direct parallel to Naruto and Kurama. He said, "Their bond is like a curse and a vessel, interconnected but destructive, much like how Kurama caused chaos for Naruto but was part of his growth." Let's break it down. In the manga, Chapter 2.112 shows Sukuna hijacking Yuji's body, but it's not just possession, it's a dance. Yuji's soul fights back, and Sukuna adapts, using Yuji's physical form to execute techniques like never before. Anime fans saw this in the Shinjuku Showdown arc, where Yuji's punches carry Sukuna's cursed energy. Gege's confirmation in 2025 wasn't just a nod, it was a revelation. He elaborated that this setup was inspired by his love for Naruto, where Kurama's presence pushed Naruto to new heights despite the chaos. TikTok videos compiled pre-2025 theories, now validated, went viral with millions of views. But what does this mean for the future? Implications are huge. It hints at Yuji potentially inheriting Sukuna's legacy, not just his cursed techniques, but his very essence. Gege teased in the Q&A that this could set up a sequel where Yuji's journey continues, perhaps as a new kind of sorcerer. For power scalers, this rewrites Yuji's potential. He's not just a vessel, but a successor. Mind-blowing, right? That leads us to theory number 4, which flips the script on who Sukuna was meant to possess from the start. Number 4, what if Yuji wasn't Sukuna's first vessel? Gege revealed his early drafts had Megumi as Sukuna's host from the start, but he swapped to Yuji for better storytelling. Confirmed in the Q&A, Megumi's takeover was always endgame, but Yuji became the protagonist. This bombshell came during the discussion of Chapter 212's possession scene, where Sukuna adapts Megumi's shadows for Mahoraga. Fans debated this for years, now it's canon. Why the change? Gege said it amplified drama in the Shinjuku Showdown. Originally, Megumi was planned as the initial vessel because his 10 Shadows technique complemented Sukuna's cursed energy. Imagine Megumi, not Yuji, facing Mahito in Season 1. That would have been a different beast. But Gege realized Yuji's underdog story resonated more. The Q&A confirmed Megumi's role was always to be the final host, as seen in Chapter 212 when Sukuna takes over during the Culling Game. Fan reactions were mixed. Some felt betrayed, others excited. This explains why Megumi's arc feels so tragic, one ex-user posted. The implications? It deepens Megumi's tragedy and sets up a potential redemption arc in a sequel. For power scalers, it means Sukuna's adaptability is even more terrifying. He can thrive in any vessel. This theory alone could fuel hours of discussion. Now, let's cook up theory number 3, where Sukuna's powers get a whole new flavor. Number 3, Sukuna's techniques like Dismantle and Cleave? Fans called them kitchen tools, and Gege confirmed the cooking motif in 2025 interviews, with Fuga, furnace, as divine flame for roasting enemies. Evidence Chapter 2, 159's fire arrow on Yuji. Gege drew from Heian-era myths where Sukuna was a chef-like demon. Fan theories on TikTok went viral pre-confirmation. Now, it explains why Sukuna cooks opponents. In the Q&A, Gege laughed. Yes, Sukuna's techniques are like a chef's arsenal. Dismantle slices like a knife, Cleave chops like an axe, and Fuga roasts like an oven. This motif ties to his Heian backstory, where he was seen as a gluttonous demon. Chapter 2, 159 shows. Fuga's fire arrow, a clear cooking reference. Fans on Reddit called it genius lore building. The implications? It adds depth to Sukuna's character, making him not just a fighter, but a craftsman of destruction. For cosplayers, this opens new avenues. Imagine Sukuna with a chef's hat. This theory enriches the narrative, showing Gege's attention to detail. Number 2 takes us into the dark, twisted origins of Sukuna's form. Number 2, the creepy theory that Sukuna's 4 arms and eyes come from cannibalizing his twin. Gege elaborated in 2025, confirming it ties to his Heian backstory as a cursed child. Manga drop in Chapter 2, 137, Sukuna reveals his origin during the Gojo fight. Fans on forums like Jujutsu folk called it morbido genius. Reactions included shock memes. In the Q&A, Gege said, Sukuna's form is a result of his twin's essence being absorbed, a common theme in Japanese folklore. Chapter 2, 137's reveal was chilling. Sukuna admits it during his battle with Gojo, adding a layer of horror. Fans pre-2025 theorized this based on his asymmetrical design. Now confirmed, it humanizes Sukuna slightly, reversing his pure evil image. This makes him tragic, not just terrifying, one fan tweeted. The implications? It deepens his character, making him a product of circumstance rather than pure malice. This theory is huge for character analysis and could inspire dark fan art. Finally, the biggest bombshell, theory number 1 that rewrites the most iconic fight in JJK. Number 1, the biggest bombshell, Gojo wasn't doomed. He lost because he relaxed after Mahoraga. Gege confirmed. The usual Gojo would have sensed the world slash and avoided fatal wounds. Q&A quote, after Mahoraga, Gojo thought Infinity was safe. Recap. Chapter 2, 36's scene with slow-mo clips. Pre-2025, fans theorized fatigue, now canon. Gege's words were, Gojo's mistake was complacency. He saw Mahoraga adapt and thought Infinity was enough. Chapter 2, 136 shows the world slash cutting through, a moment that shocked fans worldwide. Reactions? Gojo stands on X cried, justice. This confirmation rewrites power scaling. Sukuna wins by plot, not pure strength. It means Gojo was always stronger, a Reddit user posted. The implications? It sets up a what-if scenario for sequels and deepens the tragedy of Gojo's death. This theory is epic for debate videos. These 2025 confirmations from Gege prove Sukuna's depth goes beyond being a monster. He's a planned masterpiece. Which theory blew your mind most? Drop it in the comments, like if you're rewatching JJK, and subscribe for more deep dives. What Sukuna secret should we cover next? See you in the next video.